Hey all, it's Aaron from Stratos AI. In this live update, we're going to be covering what's happening in AI, specifically how people are using AI to generate income. So there's various ways to do this. We are very much in the early days, the very internet 90s days. So there's plenty of opportunity. There's loads going on, people finding very exciting and different and unique use cases for AI. And we're going to cover it in this daily live update. So I want to actually kick off by something that I kind of know well, which is AI models which are explicit and they are earning thousands and thousands every single month. So I came across this article, Meet the Spanish AI Model Earning Up to 10,000 euros a month. So Aitana, 25, a pink-haired woman from Barcelona, receives weekly private messages from celebrities asking her out, but this model is not real. It was created by some form of company in Spain, Ruben Cruz, and yeah, they had brands approaching them, and now she has brand partnerships that obviously equate to 10,000-15,000 euros every single month, which is very exciting. So this virtual model can earn up to 10,000 euros per month according to her creators, but the average is usually around 3,000 euros. Website called FanView, which is an alternative to OnlyFans because they allow AI models, and they have these AI models across the internet, and then once you pay, you get other forms of images, which I will let you think about what those images are. But yes, I actually saw an AI model which has recently struck a partnership with Tommy Hilfiger. So these companies, they throw hundreds of thousands, if not millions, at brands and companies and influencers to promote their goods. This is what we're going to see. I know it sounds very absurd now that somebody's paying an AI model to promote. I mean, what influence does that AI model have? But as time goes on, give it 2, 3, 4, 5 years, AI models will be the norm. How you log onto your Instagram app now and you see actual humans, we will be seeing AI people, AI influencers, AI avatars, and it will be totally normal. So we'll be looking at some AI avatar, which we know is AI, and it'll be in Italy somewhere, and we'll be liking it and engaging. Hey, really, really nice. That's a nice view. Where's the photo taken? Sounds absurd, but everything does. AI sounded absurd 10 years ago, and now look at the world. So this is definitely a vertical worth exploring. She earns over 1,000 euros per advert, and she has become the face of a sports supplement company. As if that wasn't enough, she uploads photos of herself in lingerie to FanView as well. So there we go. This doesn't take a lot of time to do, meaning to create an AI avatar, to get that consistency of character, to create a whole brand. It doesn't take a lot of time because you don't need to organize photographers, photo shoots, graphic designers. You can do it on a laptop within literally hours, and you can get a page up and running. And the advantages with an AI avatar, you can get volume of content out, right? So you can generate 100 pictures in an hour if you wanted to, and just post constantly, even video. So that's the advantage with the AI avatars. It is more or less infinite scalability. So in this article here, what is behind the sudden rise in AI interior design? As an AI consultant, we always have to keep our ears to the ground in terms of what's happening in various industries, so that if there is an opportunity that we feel we have experience in or can pull off, we would love to get involved because it's first mover's advantage. Timing, right place, right time plays a lot in success. So we're always keeping our ears to the ground and looking at news articles to see what's going on. And in this case, so one of my relatives uses AI to do a lot of his interior design. He's one of those people that have a lovely house and he always loves tinkering with it, designing it. And he just snaps a picture on ChatGPT and then he'll say, what does this look like with this on, with this on, with this on? But here, I think there's individual companies that are coming in, developing programs and softwares that are AI powered to be an interior designer, which is on the internet, which will be much better quality than ChatGPT. So as we can see, AI has been alarmingly touted as a potential replacement for various creative professionals over the last few years, from illustrators to graphic designers, and now it looks like it's coming for interior designers too. New data from Google Trends has revealed that search activity around the term AI interior design has reached unprecedented levels worldwide, marking what analysts are now calling peak interest in AI-powered home styling tools. People are saying and the opinions of these people, but look at the statistics, look at the card hold data. AI is the hottest thing. It's broken world records in terms of adoption. I mean, this data from Google Trends has revealed that search activity around AI interior design has reached levels never seen before. All this is pointing towards something. The evidence, the data points towards AI is a major disruptor and people need to prepare. So in this case, it's interior designers. Maybe you have a company that offers this. Maybe you're a consultant that offers this. Maybe somebody that works from home that does a bit of interior design. You need to be wary of what's on the horizon, because 2-3 years from now, you may not be around, which is a scary thought. AI interior design tools such as My Room Designer and Zono.ai have soared in popularity in recent months. Search volumes have been ascending since late 2022, and this year, UK searches for AI interior design have surpassed all historic levels. The uptick continues to gather pace. That's a key thing. So, like I said, in more or less most industries, we're seeing this uptick. A lot of the clients we work with, AI is really changing the dynamics of their business like nothing before. We've never seen such a technology that affects every little department, affects every little company, every industry. There's one singular technology that affects everything. Just think about how powerful that is. For example, a pen. A pen, it will only affect what I write on here, right? But imagine a pen affecting this laptop, affecting this mug of coffee, affecting this mouse. That's how powerful AI is. It's one technology that's affecting everything. It's just insane. The more you think about it, the more your mind gets spun. So AI interior designers, yeah, be wary. This is on the horizon. This is here. This change is taking place. People don't want to pay £3,000-4,000 for an actual human interior designer when maybe an AI designer can do the same job to the same standard, or maybe even to a better standard as well, and this is the key thing, for much cheaper. Instead of £2,500, even if that interior design is £100 a month or £50 a month or £40 a month, just look at how much you're saving. It is a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of a cost of a human interior designer. It's a very interesting article that I found as well. So this is a big one. The amount of messages I get via email into my inbox, TikTok, Instagram, the amount of comments I get on YouTube about how do I make money with AI. I get this question all the time. I get flooded with it. People know I'm an AI consultant. You would not believe it. So I thought, you know what? Let me find an article that covers a lot of what people are doing out there in my worldview. And let's see if we can work through these money-making activities one by one, and I'll rank them. So it gives you a better idea of maybe what you can go into or where you can make your fortune. So this article is by Frederick Olsa. I found the best ways to make money with AI that actually work. A guide to the best and most practical ways to earn money with AI. So we're going to work through this list one by one. So number one, selling AI generated art and designs. Creating and selling AI generated art is one of the most accessible ways to earn with AI, especially if you are not a traditional designer. Tools like Midjourney, DALL-E, and Canva AI allow you to turn text prompts into stunning visuals in just seconds. Then you can go ahead and list your designs on Redbubble, Zazzle, Society6. They will deal with all your shipping and customer service. You just get a commission of the AI artwork that you've designed. You can also put your stuff on Etsy as well. So I'm going to rank this. In terms of a starting point for somebody to earn money online with AI, this is probably a good starting point. Why? It gives you hands-on experience with AI. It gives you hands-on experience with the logistics and supply chain of everything that's going on. And you may even make your first sale, which gives you a bit of hope. It's a great starting point. That's the key thing for me here. In terms of earning a fortune through this, that is highly unlikely. Why? Because this barrier to entry is very low, meaning it's so easy for people to get involved in this. There's going to be millions and millions of people doing the same thing, which creates a lot of competitiveness and price wars as well. You may not make a sale every week or every day, or maybe not even every month, but if one or two sales come in every couple of weeks or months, it gives you a bit of evidence that this can work. Maybe if you do this on a big scale, meaning you design tens of thousands of things and you're just pushing it out to the internet, your results will probably compound, right? But for the average person who's beginning, they might make, anywhere between 1 and 10 designs and push them out there. But those 1 to 10 designs in a pool of tens of millions, the likelihood of you making sales is very low. But like I said, as a starting point, I think it is good to get a hands-on experience with AI and what it's like to potentially try to make money with AI. Next, we have offering AI writing services. This is a interesting one for me anyway. If you can write or even organize thoughts clearly, you can make money with AI writing tools. So platforms like ChatGPT, Jasper, WriteSonic, and Copy AI can help you produce blog posts, emails, and project descriptions. The real opportunity here isn't letting AI write everything for you, it's knowing how to use it. I agree. So you can pick a niche. Let's say you go into health, you can get comfortable with the tools in there. You can set up your presence, position yourself as a human, offer fast turnarounds. I see this because maybe not in your world, you probably won't understand this, but in most businesses and especially online consultants, coaches, and stuff like that, we have to outsource our copywriting services. Now, that covers our email marketing. Maybe we send out 3, 4 emails a week to our database. Maybe we have workflows and sequences that require emails to get sent out to our leads or prospects. We have texts that go out. We have Facebook and Instagram ad copies. That piece of text has to be very persuasive. We cannot be experts in everything, so we outsource this. I outsource this as well. But in this case, you can offer this AI copywriting service. Now, I know what your thought is going to be here, which is, well, why doesn't the person just go ahead and do it themselves? It's easy enough. Fair point. I'm in AI. I don't have the time to do everything in the business. Some low value tasks that I feel are low value, I have to outsource. Even though I can do it, I'd rather just outsource and get it off my desk and focus on sales where the money's coming in. So this, I think, is a pretty darn good way to generate some money. Again, like it says here, you can set up your presence, Fiverr, Upwork. A lot of the freelancers that I work with, they do come from Upwork mostly. Around 20% of them come from Fiverr. I feel the quality is a bit lower and the gigs are a bit cheaper, but Upwork I feel has a better quality of freelancer. So the point I'm trying to make is you can make a ton of money. For example, I work with a team in Asia for a certain something in my business, and these guys have earned upwards of 100,000 US dollars in a year. 100,000 US dollars in a year in Pakistan, you're living like royalty. And I'm not saying that lightly. You live like royalty. The average pay over there is probably anywhere between £200 to $300 per month. So the fact that they've gone from $2,000 to $3,000 a year all the way to $100,000, it's a big leap. So I do rate this method of earning money with AI. Next, we have building AI powered tools and chatbots. So this is essentially what I do here. This is what we do at Stratos AI. It's not as easy as it seems, especially when you start to deal with bigger and larger companies. But this is a very powerful way to generate money because it's hard, tangible value for the clients. And there's not a massive pool of people doing it as well. So remember when I said the higher your barrier to entry, the less people will be in there, right? Here, you don't have to be a developer to build something useful with AI. Thanks to no code and low code platforms, you can create AI powered tools like chatbots, virtual assistants, automation workflows, and sell them to small businesses, creators, or even sell them as digital products. So there's a big hype around this on the internet. People are trying to sell you a course on how to do this. I don't think they have. Very few people have, to be honest. It requires a lot of work. You have to be in the trenches all the time, learning, developing, and firefighting as well. But like I said, if you can get your workflow right, if you can get everything teed off, there is a lot of money to be made. So tools like Zapier, which we use for bits and bobs, ManyChat, ChatFuel, BotPress we use heavily, which is this one here. These platforms let you plug in GPT-powered responses, connect APIs, and even train chatbots to handle customer service, onboarding, or lead generation, which is true. So how you can get started, pick a simple, useful idea. Use templates. Most platforms have pre-built flows you can customize. That's true. Test it with friends, even small business owners. Create a productized service and host it and sell it. This article has to break it down. It sounds very simple, but in reality, it is very tough to pull off. The core of it is this. If you look at your experience and your knowledge over the past few years and what you're experienced in, maybe you have experience in a certain industry, let's say healthcare, but specifically chiropractors. If you know a pain point of a chiropractor very well and you feel this AI thing, whether it's an app, whether it's a chatbot, it can solve this pain point of every chiropractor, then you're in the money, right? As long as your offer is solid and you can deliver on your service and you can maintain the actual technology and have it drive an impact in the business, you're on the money, right? You are on the money. But to get to that point, there's a lot of trial and error. There's a lot of testing and moving forward, okay? Creating and selling prompt packs. So this one's very interesting, actually, and I've got an interesting take on this. I see a lot of prompt packs, which is when you go onto a page on TikTok, that's a lot of them are AI generated content, TikTok pages. In the bio, it'll have a link and it will link you to a ChatGPT prompt pack, which will be like $20 or $30, which is basically essentially all these prompts that have been refined, like hundreds, if not thousands of prompts that have been refined that will help you get you to your result. Now, for someone like me, it's probably not beneficial because we're very proficient and hands-on with AI. But for the average person, the prompt is their biggest downfall or success because it's all about the prompt and how they gear the prompt. And most people do not know how to gear a prompt. So this is where prompt packs come in. It's very low barrier to entry, but the demand is also high as well. So AI prompts have become a product of their own. With tools like ChatGPT, Midjourney, and Claude, people are making real money selling pre-written prompts that help people get better results, whether they're writing blog posts, designing logos, or building apps. Why? Most people don't know how to talk to AI clearly. Yep, a well-crafted prompt saves them time, effort, and frustration. So you could have Midjourney prompt packs, you could have ChatGPT for freelancers, ChatGPT prompt packs for chiropractors, ChatGPT prompt packs for gardeners, all sorts of stuff. And you can sell them here or you can just post them on your own site, right? The ones that I have seen are hosted on some random site. When somebody buys that thing, their email automation software will send over an email to the customer with a link to the prompt pack. And that's literally all it is. I'm going to be frank. I think this might be a better opportunity for people to get started with in the early days for sure, because you can find the refined prompts online. You can just use ChatGPT to give you back prompts in different industries. You just got to kind of put them together, put them on a document, make it look good, maybe put some value, add little bits in there, some more additional assets as a bonus, and you can sell that out. But again, the trick will be, how are you going to put this prompt pack in front of customers? Are you going to be doing marketing on TikTok? Are you going to be running paid ads? It might not be profitable. So you got to think about all these things as well. Monetizing AI video content. So short form video is everywhere and AI makes it faster than ever to create. You don't need to film yourself, hire a voice actor, or even edit manually. With the right tools, you can produce TikTok, Reels, YouTube Shorts. Here's how people are using AI to build entire video brands from scratch. So I know a lot of people in my space doing this. They have pages that have tens of thousands of followers, and it's because they have this workflow of 4 or 5 different softwares that produce a walking, talking AI avatar, and it's garnering views, it's garnering attention, and they're getting brand deals and everything else. In regards to monetization from the actual platforms, this is something you want to be wary of. And the reason being is YouTube just released a notice about 3 weeks ago, which was probably sometime in August, where they have stopped monetizing and paying out for certain AI videos. So you want to be very careful of putting all your eggs in this basket, because you don't want to spend the next 6 months building up a channel or a brand that's AI powered, relying on monetization, and then in the end you don't get any money from the platform that you're advertising on. You can still go ahead with doing this, but maybe you can shift to getting brand deals instead of relying on the platform to pay you. It's very risky. I wouldn't personally get involved in this. Teaching others how to use AI. So this is a great way to generate some income as well. We actually run workshops for marketing managers specifically to help them get hands-on with AI, not only protect their jobs, but protect the wider department and protect the company and move it forward in this really weird AI marketing space that we're in. So this is a great way to generate income. Our workshops are very in-depth, comprehensive. We have loads of tools and assets that we give, and we have loads of calls and sessions where we break down certain things so they have a full understanding of AI. Not only that, how will it help them in their department? So we have all this structured out. It's a great way to do it. Most AI influencers or content creators will have video tutorials on TikTok and YouTube, very much like myself. One-on-one coaching or group workshops. I think coaching and courses has a really bad stigma around it, but I think with AI, it is so important for every single human to get as much knowledge and wisdom around it as possible. So if that comes in the way of a free YouTube video, so be it. If that comes up in a way where somebody pays to learn, so be it. Great way to generate money, but to do this, it's high barrier to entry, and you really need to understand everything about AI, if not most of it, and you need to have some skin in the game. Okay. Using AI for stock trading. This one's a very interesting one. I had a team member of mine reach out. Previously, they worked on a AI project where they built a custom AI solution that would evaluate the stock market and help put out calls. According to them, it's helped them make smarter decisions. It's not something that's like, oh, if you buy this, you'll make £1,000,000 by tomorrow. It just reinforces their own evaluations of the stock that they're looking at. So I think the benefit of AI is when investors and financial professionals are looking at stocks, they're having to look at what's on the internet. They're having to look at the reports, the annual reports. They're having to look at the board members. Are they reputable board members? They're trying to look at the kind of targets of the company. Whereas AI can do that within seconds for you. So it can reinforce your own idea. So maybe not rely on it wholeheartedly, but it can certainly reinforce your own ideas, which is what AI is good for. So as it says here, how to use AI safely and effectively in trading. You can start with research and not trades. Just simply use ChatGPT to simplify complex topics like dividends, options, ETF, so on and so forth. So all in all, that's a really decent article because I feel like they've covered quite a bit, but there's a couple in there that I would recommend and a few are just on the border. So like I said, there's a few projects where you can start. It's good for a beginner. Then there's the mid, then there's the upper echelon as well. So yeah, it's a great little article. So if you ever do want to find it, just type in I found the best ways to make money with AI, and it's on Tech Point Africa. My next one, which is from Herald Extra, the agentic advantage turning intelligence into enterprise revenue. So it sounds very complex, but it's essentially what we do at Stratos AI. We're trying to take AI, put it into a solution, build something with it, and turn it into enterprise value and revenue, which means we can take this tech, put it in the business, and they will value it so much because it's earning them revenue, or it's cutting costs, or it's helping them do something faster. It's helping them do something easier. That is enterprise value, and ultimately there'll be revenue coming back. So every quarter you delay adopting AI agents, your competitors are pocketing the profits you've left on the table. The more I talk with business leaders, the more I realize that companies that figure out how to harness intelligent agents will capture potentially billions in new revenue streams. The global AI agent market is set to exceed 103 billion by 2032. This is insane. So I do like this because, for example, measurable ROI. A lot of tools in the past have just been hype, but a lot of it was hype. People hyped it, they pumped it, and found out it has no use case in most companies. In 99.9% of companies, there is nothing they can do with it. What are you going to do? Put your marketing department on blockchain? Are you going to put your sales department on blockchain technology? AI is measurable. The return on investment is measurable. For example, we deployed an AI solution for an education company based here in England, and that was designed to replace 2 staff members. It replaces staff members, so they have a cost saving of those 2 staff members' salaries and benefits. Not only that, it's getting the job done quicker, and we can measure how quick that is as well. So it's very measurable, and this is what makes AI so exciting for both businesses and individuals. Strategic guidance for executives. So for leaders weighing build versus buy, Gautam is direct. Only companies with billions to spend should consider building foundational models. That's right. So what that means is, instead of companies building from scratch their own LMs and all this stuff, you want to just adopt what's out there. For example, OpenAI or DeepSeek or Claude, and plug it into a business. The key is, what solution are you going to put in the business and where does it fit in the business? You don't want it to backfire and it does nothing for the business. So this isn't spoken about yet too much, but this will be the core focus over the next 10 years, which is businesses worldwide will be looking at how can we take this tech and how can we earn money from it. So, OpenAI recently released the very first detailed public study on who uses its chatbot and what they often ask it to do. So, chatbot being ChatGPT, the one you use, the one I use. So, this is going to provide us with an unprecedented look at how people use artificial intelligence and what they talk about. The company reports that most ChatGPT users are women, and the majority of requests sent its way are not work related. The user base is dominated by young people, and nearly half the conversations studied were from people aged 18 to 25. That's not the case. People are using it for their day-to-day life. For example, if I like this mug and I want to buy it, I will just snap a picture on ChatGPT and say, where can I find this mug? If there's a random caterpillar on my plants outside in my little veg patch, I can just snap a picture and say, what caterpillar is this? People are using it for therapy, so people are actually befriending it. People are talking to it. The user base is dominated by young people. Half the conversations were from 18 to 25 years old. What is this indicating? The data and the hard facts suggest the trends all come from the young people. As these young people are heavily using AI, they will grow and they will go into the world. They will go into families and they will go into work, which means they will take their mindset and technology with them. So even though AI might not be adopted by the people that are 50 plus, you've got the new generation coming up and they will be the ones to enforce that change, which means change is coming. So not only look at the statistics of the most downloaded app, the quickest downloaded app in history, the mass adoption that's taken place with AI, all world records. On top of that, we now have the people aged between 18 and 25 that are growing up, going out into the world, also adopting that technology. Nearly half of their users are 18 to 25. Crazy. So OpenAI released the data Monday in a 62-page research paper, which has not been peer-reviewed. So who is using it? Let's have a look. When ChatGPT first started gaining traction in late 2022, early 2023, around 80% of users typically had masculine first names. By June 2025, that had flipped. 52% of ChatGPT users have feminine names. ChatGPT usage is growing faster in poorer countries than it is in wealthy ones, the study said, although it did not list usage by country. OpenAI has said ChatGPT has now more than 700 million weekly users. An app that has only just recently come out now has 700 million weekly users, which is going to go up by millions every single week, and it's growing faster in poorer countries than it is in wealthy ones. What does that tell you? That's insane. This is going to cause that shift in the geo-economics. Okay, a technology like this, if the poorer countries are adopting it, give it a few years and they'll start to get ahead or even catch up to the West. So we can see here what people have asked ChatGPT. OpenAI sampled 1.1 million conversations with the chatbot from May 2024 through to June 2025. Coming up at number 1 was practical guidance on things. Number 2, writing. 3, seeking information. 4, technical help. 5, making, finding, analyzing media. 6, self-expression. And 7 was just the other category. So that's what people are using it for. What about using ChatGPT for personal advice or as an AI girlfriend? OpenAI researchers call this use case fairly small, which means in comparison to the other use cases, but it is happening. There is a rising concern about incidents of people developing potentially harmful thoughts after long hours spent with chatbots. So there is some downside to this as well. But what I would do is I would go down the route of checking out ChatGPT's public study, which they've only just released on the 15th of September 2025. So go ahead, check that out. But yeah, I hope that gives you an overview of what's happening in the AI world. Some very interesting things on how to make money, how people are making money, and what's going on with ChatGPT, some of the statistics behind it, and what's happening in the economy. But all of these are very useful insights for anybody to take forward into the world. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that one, and I will catch you in the next daily live update.